Happy Tuesday, friends. So glad to be with you. I want to give you an encouraging word about being not only obedient, but being willing. And so it says in Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 19, it says that the willing and the obedient will eat the fruit of the land. Sometimes people find themselves in a place of obeying God, but they're not really willing to do what God is telling them to do. Let me tell you that I went through this in my life for several years to where I would obey God. And I really made a decision when I was young that I would obey God no matter what he told me. But what I hadn't developed was a good attitude and having a willingness to do what God was telling me to do. This left me in a place of doing what God said, but having a bad attitude while I was doing it. You have to know that you can wake up every day and you can choose whether you will have a good attitude or not. And this was something that even in the past couple of years that I didn't want to hear, but the Lord had to instruct me in. I went through a building process in our building where we built a new facility. And during that whole time, it was a stretch of faith. It was a labor of love. It was a lot of physical work. When I got to the end of it, I could count that I had several days where I had a bad attitude. And the Lord told me, he said, you are never allowed to have a bad attitude about anything ever again for the rest of your life. Well, that was not overly encouraging, but it was what I needed to hear. So let me tell you something. You, as a believer, don't actually have a right to have a bad attitude about anything ever. If you do, it could speak to the fact that you're not really willing to do what God is asking you to do. So not only is it important that we obey, but we also have a willingness to do what God is telling us to do. But when we obey God, we step into what he's calling us to do. We step into the right lane. We step into the right place. But when we come in with a willing heart to say, Lord, I'll not only do what you're asking me to do, but I'll do it with cheer. I'll do it with excitement. I'll do it with expectation. That's when we eat the fruit of the land. It's not just being willing to do it. It's not just being obedient, but it's being obedient and willing. Many times people find themselves being willing, but when it comes down to it, they're not really going to obey. And then again, a lot of people are like me to where they'll go, God, I'll do anything you want, and they will do it, but they have a rotten attitude. So I want to encourage you, put the flesh aside, listen to God, obey God, be willing to do it, and you're going to eat the best of the land that God has for you. Hey, we're always praying for you. We love you.